Hi everyone, it's Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut, and I'm here with Angela Pifer, SIBO Guru, and we've just stepped out from the SIBO Symposium, and I just wanted to sort of say hi, and it's been a really interesting morning.
It has been.
What would you say that your sort of key takeaways have been from this morning's session?
Yeah, wow, it was intense. I'm sure any layperson coming in trying to watch this is their head spinning, but I think the rest of us are too. There was a great amount of scientific literature presented. I think on one hand I enjoyed that thoroughly. On the other, I always am a little taken aback at sometimes the simplicity that is offered at, for some of the speakers, saying that there's a perfect line of treatment that we have for people. I think, for anyone that is working in the SIBO realm, SIBO is incredibly complex, and each person is going to have a different approach. And so I would say that it's, if you're not finding success with the treatment approach that you're on, there are a lot of other options there. And I think the key takeaway from me is always trying to figure out what set this up in the first place and what you can do to overcome that. Otherwise, the continued treatment might shift things a little bit too much in your gut and make things, more in a negative way, and then it's just going to come back because you haven't addressed the underlying migrating motor complex issue, or antibody production, or immune issue, or adrenal fatigue, or even iron deficiency that is making it a bit harder to clear the gut.
Yeah, definitely. And I know that quite a lot of people that follow me and through the SIBO Facebook page have asked, why can't there just be one size fits all treatment? And the real takeaway that I'm coming away from this is just the reminder that we are all completely individual.
Right.
And there isn't a one size fits all solution for SIBO, because we've all got SIBO for different reasons.
Right.
So actually it's really, I think, a really positive thing to think about our treatment as being completely personalised. Let's get to the cause root of what's going on to get SIBO, because SIBO really is just a symptom of a body that's not working very well.
Secondary condition.
It's a secondary condition.
So in my realm, thinking we're going to come at this and just hammer this with antibiotics time and time again doesn't compute when we look at SIBO as a secondary condition, because what set this up? Yes, SIBO has to be treated. Yes, it has to be treated. And antibiotics might work for some people, but that's usually a smaller percent of the population.
Yeah.
So I always prefer herbals. I think a lot of, they're talking about small intestinal fungal overgrowth as well a lot this morning. And so if we're looking at antibiotics first, we're going to miss that.
Yeah.
And so I always prefer herbals, for that reason.
Yeah. And I treated myself completely with herbs and had great success with it. So success is totally possible with herbs. You don't need to go down the antibiotic route necessarily. Tell my listeners just a little bit about what you do, and Angela's got 350 SIBO-friendly recipes coming out later this year, which is so exciting because there's more recipes coming out from people like Angela and myself. Yay!
I know, and I saw her cookbook today. Oh, it's gorgeous. Beautiful cookbook.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a functional medicine nutritionist. I've been in practice for over a decade, and I have been specializing in SIBO for the last 5 years. And really, I work from a whole health perspective in trying to figure out how we're best going to support a patient from start to finish. And absolutely everybody wants SIBO gone, but we have to figure out again why it got set up. Learn from what you've tried, perhaps as another practitioner, on what's working, what isn't, and what insights we can gain from that, and really work day in, day out to help you figure out how to address symptoms, how to recover from SIBO, and how to put this behind you. I don't agree that SIBO is a reoccurring condition for the majority of the population. This is not the way the body wants to work or is supposed to work. So we really have to look at this from a little bit different perspective, and I just want to say I give people hope when I work with them. And I think I work with people a little bit differently in that I can have that day-to-day support where perhaps I'm not, I always team up with doctors, love doctors of all kinds, but I get to see the day-to-day improvements, or if something's not going right, what does that mean and how do we address it immediately versus having an appointment once a month with somebody. So it's really ongoing support, I think, that this population as a whole needs, because there's so many balls in the air as we're trying to address things and symptoms day to day.
Yeah, definitely. So if anybody wants to find you, where do they need to go to find you?
Yeah, my website is SIBOGuru.com.
Okay.
And I have a blog there as well. I try to answer everything posted on the blog. It gets a little overwhelming sometimes as my practice fills up. But I'm also, as she mentioned so lovely, I have my recipe site coming up, and that's gologurus.com. It's G-O-L-O, gurus, G-U-R-U-S.com. And we have almost 400 recipes at this point, but they're all SIBO recipes, and you'll be able to adjust servings, create a meal planner, print a shopping list, and it's going to be amazing. So easy to use, because I know, and you know, having done this, how difficult it is to plan meals and work around things when you have to cook all the time. So my philosophy is bigger batches, eat them over time, and I think that helps most people. But I'm really excited about it. Over the last 5 years, I put so many recipes together, and you still hand this beautiful packet of recipes off to a patient, and they're great recipes, but it still is missing that bit of meal planning, I think, that so many people need, and to be able to drag and drop recipes and create a shopping list so you can go and it's all put together, I think is going to be most helpful. Yeah,
it sounds amazing, and I'm so excited to have met you today and to be able to tell my community of people that there's more resources, recipes, meal plans, and help out there for people with SIBO. So thanks so much for allowing me to take out your lunchtime to have a quick chat. So thanks very much.
Yes, thank you.
See you soon.